All right, Kenman here, and today is another Blade HQ unboxing. Yep, we got another blue line beauty right here, ready to go, ready to be cut into. It's been a little while since we've gotten anything from Blade HQ. Excitement, let's do it, let's go. Before we start, I am not sponsored by anyone, and I purchase everything at retail price, and I do these videos because I love discussing knives and sharing info and ideas with others. If you have any questions or thoughts, please feel free to comment below. All right, here it is. We have a trio of things in here today. So, got some excitement. More than just one thing to look at. Who's excited? Kenman is. All right. Oh, I kind of missed the center there, but it worked. There it is. That cool Blade HQ blue that is always fun to see. Means I know there's some fun stuff to look at. All right, like I said, there are 3 items in this box today. First one, another Artisan Cutlery. Jeez, didn't you just unbox one? Yes, I did. This is number, 4 now. I'm really liking them, and got another one. It's exciting. It's great. I'm having fun with them. Dagger, and we've got a Daggerr Knives. And there's one more. It's a reveal as soon as you see it. It's in this little bag right here. The SKM Italian. That thing is great. All right, there it is. That is it. Box on the floor. Okay, so this is what we're looking at today. Who's excited for this fun little unboxing? Boom, boom, boom. 3 knives, all for us to play with and check out and enjoy. Let's do it. Okay, we'll put the Artisan Cutlery aside for now. We'll put the Dagger aside for now, since the reveal on this one is fairly obvious. Maybe not with the reflections and the size, but this right here is the SKM Italian made cute little tiny little stiletto. All right. Okay. I better zoom way in there. Look at the size of this tiny little beast, huh? All right. Oh, I tell ya. Okay. So, you can see the little logo right there. Oh my goodness, can I even focus on this? But yeah, so this is the SKM Italian. We got a stainless blade, acrylic handle. It's got this little bolster lock. I don't even know if I can do it from, my hands are so small. Or my hands are my hands are large and this thing is so small. There it is. Okay, little bolster lock. Boom, it locks in. It's not fully opening. All right, so you can see this little bolster right here is what engages it. There's a little pin that pops into that little hole that pops it open. But I am having some issues here. All right, nothing's in the way. There it went. We just kind of need to maybe break it in a little bit here. Every time you get a new knife, you know, it's got some stick and some quirks sometimes to kind of work in, break in. Let's try. Here we go. Ready? Pow. There it was. That is what's up. Look at this thing, I tell you. So that is a bolster lock is what they call that, because it's kind of up here in that bolster section and it kind of pins it up there and locks it It's got a spring that wow, clicks shut. That was kind of weird. Felt like it was kind of stuck. Look at how wide it is. That's hilarious. And there's no pocket clip because it's a little like a keychain basically. So you've got that key ring that you can have it on your keys or just in your pocket loose like that. And you can use that as a little grab or pull. All right, ready? Oh, see, it's failing. That's something to note. What is the best way to... Can I go like that? Okay. Maybe it's because I'm not doing it left-handed. Let's try it lefty. Whoa. I can't even squeeze it. It's so small. It's funny. Wow. A little disappointing. It's not quite opening all the way. I watched a couple of videos on this. Is a cheap little knife. Little fun little novelty. There we go. When it does fire out, though, it fires out fast. All right, let's... So it looks like you click. That's the first click, and then the final click kind of locks it in. The blade is kind of off. It looks like it's pushing that way a little bit. And these are all pins, so adjusting it's probably impossible. I'll have to look into that a little bit. But right now, when we fire it out, if you notice, it didn't quite click all the way out. These are Italian made, and they, you know, from what I've seen, they say they're kind of decent for what they are. But yeah, it's really, if you're going to have a switchblade like this and it doesn't fire out completely like that, then that's kind of that's like a downer. It's like you don't even want it if it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. It feels like it kind of sticks too when you try to close it. Like you almost have to stop and do it as like a two-part. All right. Boom. That fired out completely. What does everyone think of this? How much time am I spending on this little one? Wasting away. We should be looking at the actual fun stuff. Although this is fun. One more time. Let's go. Pow. All right. Fully out. Let's do a quick comparison. I'm going to get the old Concept Corvid cleaver so we can really get the appropriate size. But it's so far away. I'm so zoomed out. Look at this. A couple of small knives with huge brains, right? That's great. Okay, let's just grab this real quick. Here it is next to the pyrite. You can almost hide it behind the... You can almost see the whole thing through the hole in the pyrite. Yep, but yeah, you can see this is definitely a tiny little guy, barely like 1.5 inches. It's maybe 3 inches total when it's open. And it is a spring lock and a little auto button. It's fun. I'd kind of mess around, break it in, maybe put a little oil in there. It might start working better. I'll post in a little update, but it's cute, it's fun, it's neat. Let's go on. Dagger. All right, I have never owned a Dagger knife, and so this is the first from them, and I'm interested. I've kind of looked at a few of these. There's one that I kind of wanted the color and design. Has been out of stock for a while, kind of unavailable, so I just went ahead and got this one. It's fairly inexpensive. I think this one was like $30, so it's not a high cost knife, but they were interesting, and I wanted to check it out, and here it is. So we have the Daggerr Knives. This is the Urban2, they call it. It's got a flipper tab, and then look at the shape of that blade. Isn't that cool? Now, it is not a double edge. This looks like it's a double edge like a dagger, but it is not. This is a dull side right here, and then the sharp edge, obviously, on the other side. But it's got a cool look, right? So, Daggerr Knives Urban2. This has a 8CR14 MOV blade and this FRN like fiberglass reinforced nylon handle. It's got that kind of a design pattern covering the whole thing. And then they have this cool, the pocket clip is like this open mouth screaming kind of skull. Little sticks out a little bit, but it's also kind of cool, characteristic. Now it looks like you can put it on either side. The way it looks, it's like it screws in through the back and it goes all the way across. So we can loosen this, take it off, and then bring it down and put it on this side. So it can work on left or righty side, which is cool. I'm a lefty. That flipper tab works really well, really easy to do. Blade is centered for the most. It could be a degree off that way. We can maybe give it a little crank and move it over just a little bit, but that's not so bad. The flipper tab flips it out really easy. Looks like their logo is also on the pivot. Got a captive pivot. There's only a flathead. Wow. Flathead on this side and then the captive on that side. Got the little Dagger logo tucked in and the 8CR14 MOV in there, so it doesn't really stick out as far as the branding. Makes it kind of have a nice clean look. I like it. I really like the way these look. I kind of wanted to get the green one with the black blade. But yeah, I do dig this. This is fun. What's everyone think? Anybody else have a Dagger knife? They have a few other models and stuff I might check out. This feels nice. The blade, solid, not really going anywhere. There's a few little jimps. See the little jimps? They kind of scoot up like that. You kind of tuck your thumb right up there, so when you push up against that, you're not really sliding off. That's a nice feel, and plus it gives it that kind of Dagger look. It's neat. Blade drops in, nice, and just clicks into spot, nice. That flipper tab, like I said, works really good. The liner is easy. The liner lock is easy to get to. It's kind of scooped out a little deeper on this side, and those teeth they don't really feel sharp or anything, so it's not so bad. It feels all right. God, it's got a nice little action. Size-wise, the handle fits good in my hand. It's not too small. This is pretty much considered close to full size. Let's get that pyrite. Pow. Yeah, it's a little bit closer to full size. The pyrite's pretty good size, but this Dagger, what is it? Urban2 has it beat just a little bit on the handle and the blade. Fairly similar, but slightly larger for sure. God, do I have any Dagger-looking knives that would look good next to this? Not in front of me right now, Kenman. Yeah, I do like this knife, though. This is cool. Wait, what's going on there? Oh, that's just me being dumb. It does feel good. I do like the way that looks. And I don't know, the pocket clip, what do people think about this pocket clip? Does anyone have one? It kind of looks like it's got a lot going on the end. They could maybe cut it off like a little bit shorter. I do like the screaming kind of skull, but it's also, it's going to be sticking out of your pocket, so people are going to see that. Looks kind of weird. That little back spacer, like a metal back spacer there, and then of course the glass breaker. I'm not a big fan. I don't think I need glass breakers on my knives. Having one in your vehicle or something like that where you could be put in a situation where you do need a glass breaker, I can understand that. So you could maybe just pick one of these up and throw it in your glove box, and it could be your emergency pocket knife in the glove box and also a glass breaker. But realistically, I'd rather just have this without it, I guess. Not really something that I care to have as much, or it's, whatever. It's all personal preference. Everybody has what they like, what they don't like. This is a neat knife. I enjoy it. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put that aside. We should keep going here. I'll be talking. I'm long-winded. I know. I apologize. And just keep going and going and going and going. Okay. Artisan Cutlery. This is my fourth from Artisan Cutlery. I've been enjoying them. When I see a company that has some stuff that I like, I will continue to check out what else they offer. And here we are, number 4 from them. Been really hitting them hard recently. Digging it. Normal little card in the silica. Simple box setup. You got this bag. All right, let's get in here. Anybody have any idea which one it is? Boom. Okay. So I believe this is one of the newer ones that they offer. I think in Blade HQ it was under the new releases, but you know how knives go and releases and stuff, who knows for sure. But yeah, what we've got is Artisan Cutlery. This is called the Eterno. Eterno. Ooh, it's got a little weight to it. Ooh, this feels nice. I'm excited about it. All right. Boom. What's everyone think of this? Look at the shape of that. That handle is huge. I like them oversized knives. Okay, so Artisan Cutlery Eterno. It's got a D2 blade with this beastly kind of sheep's foot kind of look. We've got a smooth G10, which has got a contour to it. It's got some neat, got a really nice feel. That soft, that smooth G10. Ooh, I like that. Also looks like G10 backspacer right there. It's a liner lock. Got that flipper tab. We have a pocket clip, which has a little cap on the other side, so we'll be able to pop that and swap these two, and I can get that set up for the lefty. Real nice. This flipper tab is effortless. Really pops out really, really simple. Let's switch to this hand. Yeah, see, I really don't have to put a lot of pressure on that, and you can go weak, but yeah, it almost goes out pretty good. There is a fuller. Oops. Kind of got a hold. Wow, it's like far away. Okay. Little learning curve on some knives. Let's see how far up I can go. Okay, you can do it up pretty high. See, the way the design is this handle scoops further and further away. So the fuller, it's like close up here and it's pretty far over there. So up there, you're hitting it there, and when you get down lower, you're kind of reaching out a little bit further before you grab it. So it's like finding that sweet spot on that fuller. Might take a little bit of work to kind of, got to figure out what it likes. You can flick it out though. It happens. I dig it. What's everyone think of this thing? Has anyone seen this yet? This is pretty new, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Hey, Kenman, yeah, this has been out forever. But yeah, sometimes Blade HQs, they're confusing when it's like, oh, new release, but then you look, but then it's sold out. But then sometimes when something's really popular, it sells out right away. But they might keep things new release longer than it actually is. Who knows for sure. All right. Let's bring it in. Let's get to a point. It just kind of grabs, pulls. Works good. Handle is large. Like the way it curves your fingers, it kind of forces your hand. Some people aren't, it doesn't always fit well. For my hand, no jimps. Oh, no jimps. But that curve back kind of lets you put your thumb in there. It kind of actually feels nice where it is. But yeah, what I was saying is they kind of force you. Your hand, you kind of scrunched. I can't really kind of spread out like this because it's just pushing that, just making that pinky and everything slam down into this little area right here. So you're kind of forced to, that's where you got to hold it. Reality for me though, when I kind of just grab it like this, it doesn't feel too bad. This little bump right here is kind of, it's so subtle you don't really notice it, but my hand fits all right on there. My pinky is right on that nub though. Whereas if that kind of hooked out a little bit further or kind of rounded off a little bit less, I almost put my pinky back on the back side of it and it kind of sits right on top of it. So it's going to fit some hands better than others. Looks like you could kind of choke up on that a little bit, but the way that hooks out, it's kind of aggressive. You could lean up and poke yourself fairly easy. So I feel like you're more comfortable, more safe just putting yourself here. Yeah, I don't know. It's a nice looking knife though. I like this style of it. Like the way that handle feels. Not a big fan of how tight it is though, but we'll see how that goes over time. All right, other Artisan cutleries. Got the Hornet. Liking that Hornet so far. It's a cool looking knife. Got the Arroyo right there. Uh-oh, we're in trouble now. So this is the new one. We're going to get the Hornet here. I was like, why are you making so much space, Kenman? Well, because that most recent one that I got, the Proponent, makes everything hide. You can hide everything behind that blade right there. Boom. Look at that. Hog of a knife. Huh? So yeah, these are the 4 Artisan cutleries that I have right now. Been really liking them. I got the Arroyo first, and it just really hit me good, and I enjoyed it. And so then, boom, Hornet very shortly after, and then Proponent very shortly after that. Liking them all quite a bit. It's kind of a neat variety with these 4 that I have right here. It's kind of quite the array. Look at the size of this beast, though. Isn't that just silly? That's just silly. Okay, this is the one I did a die for. So I have a series that I do, and I die handles. If you're interested, Bing, you can check it out right there. Interested. But yeah, it's been fun. I've been doing quite a few of them, and keep going with it. I got some more coming up soon. This Hornet has got a neat kind of stiletto look too. Enjoying it. But yeah, this is that the Artisan Cutlery Eterno. Kind of a neat finish. What are we at? 21 minutes, Kevin? God. 3 knives. Keep you busy, I guess. So, what's everyone think? Let's get them all out. So, we got the Artisan Cutlery. Let's put that one over here. The Eterno. We got the Daggerr Urban2. And then we have the SKM Italian Stiletto. Look at that little guy. So cute, huh? And it doesn't want to stay flat. You can almost not see the blade. There it is. So these are the 3 that we got today. It was kind of a fun unboxing. What's everyone think? Leave a comment below. Tell me what was your favorite of the 3. Which one would you recommend from any of these companies? If there's something that they make that I should be checking out, what one is it? And does anyone else have one of these? Do they have any shoot, I'm sorry, I was off camera. They have any recommendations? How does make this work better? Click, click. And you got your button. Yeah, it fires out all the way. Several of the times I'm wondering what it is I'm doing wrong, but it's a cute little cheapo. It's fun. Boom, boom, boom. All right, that's going to be it for today. If you enjoy what you see, please hit that like button and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Helps me out, and I really appreciate it. Stay sharp, and we will see you soon.